closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
I heard about your little friend. Such a shame. Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical trance.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia?
Red stop.
Little
Green
sisters.
means go.
Atom factories.
This is the rule.
It's
All little
grotesque.
girls know.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
Well, I say you should have to prove your promise.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. They'll pass.
Refreshments, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Mr. DeWitt, I'll find my source inside of that glove.
What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
Mask, no entry.
Stuff shit.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. It says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. Brought you to Rapture.
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Good day to you, ma'am.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
Cohen sends those masks
Right
out in
out
some
of
kind
her
of
coffin
box.
inside like you. Did you think we wouldn't notice? The assurances of a
Must be
grave
somewhere
robber
else.
are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you
And me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash? I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp! Or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Maybe best if you were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
It's temporary.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the artist struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
So nice that you found us.
You see that dish I walked in with? You give her the star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trine. But of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Oh. Yes.
Gotta find
Music.
that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
It's almost primal, isn't it? Power that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so... I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason.
That unpleasantness for Fontaine.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my
Where's he
mouth for
hiding that
Fear of
box?
what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
Oh, I would like so much.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of
The great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the Paris.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
All them orphanages.
Good. You've located the mask.
No time for charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work by the Bioshock keepers. You got a bit of a grift.
For that you can thank my father. He was never comfortable over Ryan uniforms.
Are you in the know? You doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Best equipment.
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, your occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Ryan understands something fundamental.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle to your accomplishments.
Done with the basic decency. I told her.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
Again. Maybe your taste buds have matured.
I understand.
Tip. I don't think these supermen know the meaning of the word.
Hello, Booker. Where have you been?
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Spirit of the Eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! Enter, for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist. are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I'd ask a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt. What? Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea. comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
You can possibly be. Visit Neptune's Bounty. Smart for your brain. Smart for your wallet.
Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be him.
A skyhook.
Sky? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosting!
right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Message? Did you give him my message?
Sadly.
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the 3 buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know? I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Babies! Think. What's up, buddy?
I can't breathe!
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
But in the end, our choices make us.
Extension of the womb. It's my responsibility.
Come on. Just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now. All in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Splicers. I don't think they see us. If you keep quiet, maybe you can get the drop on them. Even the odds.
Yeah. Maybe even lay down a trap or two.
Can you just leave me alone? Back here this instant!
I'm more careful.
Can't find anything!
Eve, take it! Catch!
Thanks!
Soft. Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Friends? Of course he's got friends. But I always come first.
What's all this? Cigarettes seem bad for the pot.
If the government had its way, we'd all be scared of our own shadow. I'm the independent type, and that's why I smoke cigarettes.
The government sure does like to tell people what to do.
Exactly. That's why I Eco Time. I make my own decisions. Eco Time brand cigarettes. Rapture's choice. Your choice.
I've got lots to do, and I checked everything. Everything's fine. Aren't you back there? Check it once, then once again, for good measure.
Look up there. Go on without me.
Not getting your way this time.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
Child star. I'm just a star. Period. Don't pretend you don't recognize me.
I'll make it tonight.
you songs? They're real personal to me. They're like all my fans.
Sorry.
Of my first play, the herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single... a wall. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be assassinated. I just might take him up on that.
I don't have anything.
Let's hand over fist.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. Frozen frosty, the jockeys will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
It'll be the first thing you found an answer at the bottom of the bottle. Once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister falling out, they cut a less sympathetic figure. Short circuit. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store that's been ransacked by splicers here.
message?
Did you give him my message? What you doing? You promised never again! I deserve that! This is all your fault!
Question is,
my territory, mine.
I'm a real quick reloader.
Yeah, what? Who's that, you ask? A star.
That's interesting. They won't follow that far.
Evolve! Through immersion and conflict!
But you're so close.
This place, all that nice stuff. Easy. But nobody around.
That's it! That's the...
You got me! What kind of self-reliant individual depends on state-run police force for safety? Safeguard your home with automated turrets from Ryan Private
yours get exactly what they deserve. No need to call Johnny Law. Ryan Private Security. Safety for the self-sufficient.
Betty, it's 5 o'clock. Dinner should be on the table. Oh, I know. But it won't be ready for another hour.
Betty, haven't you heard about the latest home advancement for mundane futuristics?
Gee, what's that?
The radar range heats food from the inside.
Show me some respect.
Without gas or fire.
We don't tolerate no hobos around here. Scram!
With the radar range, I can boil love.
What?
With a delicious cup of coffee in seconds.
Mundane futuristics. Saving my marriage. And yours.
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage. Heartless.
Still not showing the.
That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So unwind at Fort Frost. Gamble, shop, take in a show, or meet a new friend, all at Fort Frost. Fort Frost, where the best and brightest
I'll be late.
celebrate success.
Can't be dirty, though.
You were the worst kind of parasite. Only taking, giving nothing.
Over there. You see him?
It could have been easily avoided. I'm more careful.
Come, make yourself heard. What?
Elizabeth?
Keep a lookout. There.
No way, Jim. It's not safe. Haven't you heard?
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe store room. The code's 0928.
I've had it with this insolent behavior. There'll be hell to pay.
Just what the doctor...
You'll regret this.